We have no idea really what it takes to save a life. You know, I run all around the country, and I see people's lives broken. And I have no idea when I walk in the door how I'm going to change this situation, how I'm going to pull people up. And then I realize that it's not me that's capable of changing people's lives. It's God that's capable of changing people's lives.
I've loved music since I was a kid. And actually, I'm one of those people where there was a point in time in my life when I was working at McDonald's wondering, you know, where my life was going because music wasn't in it. There was a point in time in my life where I'm in jail and I'm writing songs, trying to figure out why am I writing these songs and there's no place to play them, you know? And I was more satisfied, you know, not to be in jail, but I was actually more satisfied in jail writing music than I was free making money at McDonald's. And it was just weird. And God, it was just one of those things where my calling to do music has always been there since I was a kid. I love the aha. I like when people hear a song that I've written and go, wow, yeah, I never saw it that way before. And that's the whole thing, you know, it goes back to my light. You know, I want their light bulb to go on. I want everything about the ministry to not only, it's more than just my light. It's God's light. And I want other people to light up, whether I'm doing an intervention or whether I'm playing music. There needs to be light, you know, and I want people to be enlightened, and I want people to come to know that knowledge of God, because wisdom comes from God. And that's just the bottom line. And when they hear the words or hear the music and somebody says, I received something from God, that makes it all worthwhile for me.
I've heard it said that a man would climb a mountain just to be with the one he loved. How many times has he broken that promise? It can never be done.
My music is versatile. God is not put in a box, and I don't want other people or the industry to tell me how my music should sound. I want God to say, this song sounds like it's rap, or this thought that I want to give you sounds more rock. This thought that I want to give you sounds more like a ballad. This thought that I give you, you know, sounds more funk sounding, you know? And I want God to tell me and designate what the song sounds like. I don't want to say, well, this is what I play, and limit myself and limit God through me. You know, I started playing the cello, so I've loved every genre from, you know, classical, you know, to hip hop. So it's just however God directs me, that's how the music's going to turn out. And I think that's the best way, you know, to have it done. I play a lot of instruments. I play drums, I play guitar, I play bass, I play piano. So my songs come from different areas at different times. Water, for me, started with a beat. And then Rain on Me actually started with a thought and moved into a chord progression. A Heartbeat Away started for me with a bass line. I heard that in my head and I started to run with that. So it comes from, I've written songs from drum beats, I've written songs from bass lines, I've written songs from, you know, thoughts that God has given me, but they've come from so many different places, and I love that because it just opens the door to go, okay, where's the next one going to hit me from? Just so many influences that have come into my life musically, on top of the classical. So I want my music to show that, because God can express himself through all different types of music. He's not limited to where he can express himself. He's unlimited. And he's given us all of these resources, all of these instruments, all of these ways to express ourselves. And so I try not to limit my music. I try not to limit myself and what the band does to a certain genre. I want to let God say, this song sounds more rockish. When, Selepri, this thought of mine sounds more of a ballad. Selepri, this thought of mine sounds more rap and hip hop, And I want God to tell me those things. I don't want the industry or people to tell me how my music should sound. And I think that's what it is. Pat Terry, who's a wonderful Christian recording artist, I think he gave me one of the best pieces of advice. He said, your music just needs to be genuine, like your attitude and your love for God is genuine. And that needs to show in your music, and that's the most important thing. I think the only way that my music has grown is the fact that I hear more now, and my relationship with God is much closer even. So the genuineness and where it comes from in my heart, I think has helped the music to grow on top of the musicians that I have.